I'm either early or forgetting that I have not gotten on. Let me introduce myself. I'm Lisa Benson. I am the owner of Developable Designs as well as a partner in the Digital Trifecta, which is a Go High Level agency, and all of which are dedicated to elevating your online presence. So today we're going to dig deep into developing a winning social media strategy. You're going to hear the dogs in the background. I do apologize. I'm here in my living room today and not in my office, but we will keep on keeping on. So let's get started and unlock the secrets to creating an impactful and successful social media strategy and campaign together. Some things we're going to talk about is defining your campaign, understanding your target audience, crafting a compelling message, choosing the right platform. Not all platforms are created equal. Creating engaging content, scheduling and your consistency, leveraging paid ads, monitoring, analyzing your performance, engaging with your audience, and learning from your success in your campaigns. So let's get into it. First of all, you got to define your campaign goals. If you start out your campaign and you're just like, I want more leads, leads is great, but how many leads do you want? Where do you want to go? We need to make them smart. We've all heard the term SMART goals. So let's start with the foundation of any strong, successful campaign. Clear, measurable objectives, whether it's increasing brand awareness, generating leads, or driving sales. Your campaign goals should align with your business's overall objectives. Setting specific, measurable, achievable, relevant, and time-bound SMART goals will not only guide you to in helping your campaign strategy, but it'll also enable you to measure your success effectively. We got to understand our target audience. Not all audiences are created equal. If I want to talk to business owners that are that are veterans, because that is my specific target market that I like to talk to because I am one. I understand where they're coming from and I understand what they need to do. You need to know who you're talking to and make sure you're talking to them. It doesn't mean you have to niche down so specific that your I help statement, I help veterans grow their business through marketing, all sorts of things. But I want to have veterans seen and heard. That's my overall marketing objective. So I want to help small businesses, especially veterans businesses, get seen and heard. That is my target audience. So it doesn't matter, specifically small businesses. It doesn't matter if they are a coach, if they, have a hockey team, if they are they do dance classes and whatnot. What matters is that they're a veteran. That is my niche. That is who I talk to. That is my target audience. So your target audience, what you want to look at is the interests, behaviors, and preferred platforms. So we'll get into platforms here in a little bit, but remember, you want to talk to the audience where they're at. So the platforms will dictate how you should approach them. By creating detailed audience personas, you can tailor your campaigns that speak directly to their needs and their desires. In my case, veterans who've left service and own businesses that need to get them seen and heard. And then significantly increasing the engagement and conversion rate. Remember, a message that resonates with an audience might not work with another audience. So if it works one place, it may not work another. Just because it works in a spot doesn't mean it's always going to work. That could be due to platform shifting, attention shifting. The focus of that audience isn't the same. So you need to make sure that you're being objective when creating these. Crafting a compelling message. Your message is the heartbeat of everything you do. And it's what you want to say and the heart of what you say. It's the cohesive and compelling underlying story of everything that connects emotionally with your audience, and it can increase the campaign's impact. The emotional connection builds trust, loyalty, and makes your audience more likely to engage with you and connect with your desired action. So you want to talk in a language that'll evoke emotion with people. Your marketing campaign needs to have that same emotion. Now let's dive into that choosing of the right platform. We all know that not all platforms are created equally. So choose the appropriate platform. If I want to talk to parents of teenagers, I'm probably going to want to be on Facebook. I might be on TikTok. If I'm looking for professionals, I want to be on LinkedIn. If I want people who are looking for that ideal perfect life, the perfect scripted everything, I'm going to look at them on Instagram. So those are some options. I'm making them pretty blasé and simple. They're not, but that's one of the things that you need to think about. Dive into the nuances on selecting the appropriate platform for disseminating your campaign based on where your target audience is and where they're most active. Each social media platform has a unique demographic and strength. For instance, Instagram is great for visual appeal, like I was talking about, which is to a younger demographic. I like to call it the perfect mom syndrome. You've got the young moms that want to have everything, the purse, the bag, the look, everything is scripted and tailored to look beautiful, which is what they do well. So I don't want to knock it, but that's not necessarily the audience that I attract. Is it the audience that you attract? Let me know in the comments. LinkedIn is more suitable for professionals and B2B communications, and matching your strengths on that. If you are a business looking to help other businesses, that might be where you want to be. Match your campaign's goals with the platform's characteristics that can help you reach maximum impact. Now we're going to talk about creating engaging content. Not all content is created the same. Focus on creating content that not only grabs attention, but also provides real value to the audience. I'm sure we all have been looking through our feeds and noticed that everything is so perfect, picture perfect. That's great, but I don't know if it's an ad or if it's somebody trying to, what's going on. And it seems like everything is an ad right now. So sometimes it's nice to have something that doesn't just look picture perfect, and it's kind of just is, and somebody's creating raw, authentic, engaging content. Discuss the importance of the mix between promotional content. We should discuss, I should say, the importance between a mix between promotional content, educational content, entertaining content, and inspiring content. You want to hit the whole gamut. You don't want to just be promote. Because if all you're doing is focusing on promoting, your audience is going to tune out to that message. So you want to make sure that you're giving value across the board that not only promotes, it educates, entertains, and inspires. Share strategies. Like, we can share strategies, which we do on my page, using compelling visuals, storytelling, interactive elements, polls and quizzes, and user-generated content. UGC is the fastest way that's going to get you traffic. And UGC, what that is user-generated content. That is when somebody does a review of your product, your service, or you, and they can do it either. We all say testimonials help. They do, but video testimonials are where it's at right now, because there's something about the parasympathetic bond that is generated when somebody's authentically themselves and they present that to you. Scheduling and consistency are a big deal when you've got the loyalty of the people, because you've created that great content. So you want to make sure you're posting regularly, maintaining visibility, and make sure you're engaging with your audience. So if you only can post on Mondays, only post on Mondays. But don't one week post Monday through Friday, then the next week ghost, then post one day the next week, and so on. Get yourself a scheduling platform. I've talked about Metricool on my a couple of my reels. Metricool is an amazing, affordable, and actually has some free options available, which also has amazing metrics available to you. So for my clients, I can push out a reporting document each month so that they can see the growth on their platform. They can see which type of content has resonated and where we've hit the most amount of growth. So Metricool is a great option. If you want a demonstration of that at all, please DM me and say, can you show me Metricool? And I'll make sure to do a video for you. Then we've got leveraging your paid advertising. Metricool also puts those reporting of your paid advertising in there. The basics. It's important to really understand the basics of what you're getting. Introduce the basics of setting up an effective paid advertising campaign. We don't all know how to do it, but there's access to that. If you need some demonstration or need some advice, please make sure you DM me. We'll do what we can to set up a consultation with you so that we can give you some advice and some guidance. So when you're looking at your social media platforms, you're looking at Meta. Meta is going to do your Facebook and Instagram. There's LinkedIn advertising. There's TikTok advertising. I don't know that much about TikTok advertising, but I could direct you places there. But Facebook or the Meta, I can help you. Google, I can help you with. Google's not really social media marketing, though. So when we're looking at that, we're talking Facebook, Instagram, and LinkedIn specifically. LinkedIn is advertising is amazing, but one of the things you have to recognize is it's a pay to play, and that the entry level into the pay to play is a little more pricey than when you're looking at looking at Meta. So all of this is going to allow your ads to be shown to people that are in your specific demographic that you tailor for your audience with the interests and behaviors you want. Make sure you're A/B testing it to see which ads you can use and which ones we can optimize for performance and ROI. Those of you that don't know, ROI is return on investment. I know you knew it, just wanted to make sure. So now we're going to look at monitoring and analyzing your performance. Like I said, I use Metricool, and the reason why I love using Metricool is I can look at the stats pretty live, and if you have a WordPress site, you can connect it to it. And you can just look at your overall stats, look to see where the growth is, and look to see how everything is performing. You got to check it though. You got to check it regularly. I don't like to make unless something is blaringly obvious or glaringly obvious, however you want to say it. I don't actually look at the stats to make changes, but every 3 to 4 weeks, because I don't think you can get everything into a rhyme or reason if you've got it up for 2 days, 3 days, 5 days. You got to give it some time to actually sink in with your audience and for them to see it 1 to 2 to 3 times before they actually engage with it. I've talked more than enough times in the past, but I want to reiterate, if people are commenting on your content, please be social with them and respond. A thank you is great. Thank you. How did this impact you is better. Make sure that you're giving a little bit back. The whole point of social media is to be social. So please, 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 for the love of all things, make sure you're engaging with your audience so that way they know that you're not just posting and ghosting. And then learn from the success of your campaign. Take what worked, leave the rest. And then we can try moving on to the next part. Advocate. You want to make sure that you're creating successful campaigns for inspiration and learning. So if those of you who don't know, there's the marketing funnel. You got top of funnel where you're putting everybody in. Some of them fall out. Then you got the middle of the funnel. They're semi-interested, and some fall out. And then you've got the bottom funnel, the bottom of the funnel. Those are the people that actually really want to buy your items. They want to buy what you have. They value you. They are going to become your biggest supporters. So make sure you're talking to people at each phase of the funnel. And when you're creating your ads content or your overall campaign, even if you're not doing social media or you're not doing advertisement with your social media, make sure that you are feeding each level of the funnel so that everybody feels seen and heard. All right. I think I kept it to 12 to 13 minutes. I hope I kept it shorter than 15. It's always my goal to keep it under 15 because nobody's got that kind of time. So let's wrap it up. We explore the comprehensive strategies that are essential for making successful social media campaigns, defining those clear objectives, understanding who your audience is, writing compelling and engaging content, being consistent and checking those analytics, and then just engaging with your community that is interested in what you have to offer. If you need some help with your marketing, we are offering some 30 to 60 minute open calls. I got 5 spots available for this month. If you want to get on an open 60-minute call, please DM me and say, I am interested in the 60-minute call. If you're interested in the 30-minute, I'm interested in the 30-minute call. We'll do a high-level look at your marketing to see what we can do to make some quick improvements and talk about what your next steps are. I hope you have a wonderful day. Bye.